In late 2024, the music world was left stunned by the tragic death of Liam Payne, former member of the globally successful band One Direction. Payne's passing, which occurred under unclear circumstances, set off a wave of speculation, drawing attention not only to his personal life and struggles but also to the people surrounding him at the time. One person who found himself at the center of this storm was Roger Nowers, Payne's close friend, who was later charged with negligent homicide in connection to the singer's death. Nowers, who had been a significant figure in Payne's life both professionally and personally, faced immense scrutiny in the aftermath of the tragic event. Media outlets, social platforms, and fans alike bombarded him with questions about his involvement and his relationship with Payne. For months, Nowers remained silent on the issue, but as the legal proceedings advanced, he decided to break his silence and address the intense public speculation surrounding both his relationship with Payne and the circumstances that led to the singer's untimely death. Roger Nowers' decision to speak out came amid a media frenzy that focused on various aspects of Payne's life in the lead-up to his death. Speculation surrounding his health, emotional state, and the role of those closest to him had only deepened as the months wore on. Nowers, who had been described as a longtime friend of Payne's, was thrust into the spotlight when he was charged with negligent homicide after investigators suggested that his actions, or lack thereof, contributed to Payne's passing. At the heart of the case was a complex mix of emotions, professional ties, and a seemingly negligent oversight during a crucial moment. According to legal experts, the charge of negligent homicide can be levied when a person's actions, or failure to act, inadvertently result in someone's death. In this case, it was suggested that Nowers had been with Payne during a critical time when Payne's well-being was at risk, and that he had failed to intervene in a way that might have prevented the tragedy. As the investigation continued, details began to surface about Payne's mental and physical health in the weeks leading up to his death. Sources close to the singer suggested that Payne had been struggling with personal demons, battling mental health issues and the pressures of living in the public eye. His friends, including Nowers, were said to have been aware of his struggles but had found themselves powerless to help him in the way he needed. This opened the door for intense questioning of the role of those closest to Payne in his final days. While some speculated that Nowers might have been involved in Payne's death in a more direct way, others argued that the charge was a result of a tragic accident and that Nowers had not acted with malice or intent. Roger Nowers' public statement was framed by his desire to clear his name and address the misconceptions surrounding both his actions and his relationship with Payne. In a heartfelt interview, Nowers acknowledged the emotional strain he had been under during the investigation, but stressed that he had never meant for anything tragic to happen to his friend. "Liam was not just a friend, he was family to me," Nowers shared. "We had been through so much together, both the highs and the lows. The idea that I could have had any involvement in his death is something that I still can't fully comprehend." Nowers also took the opportunity to emphasize the depth of his bond with Payne, noting that they had shared countless personal moments over the years, including late-night conversations and mutual support during difficult times. "People don't see the whole picture," he explained. "They don't understand what we went through as friends. It wasn't always easy. We both had our own battles, but we helped each other as best as we could. When the news broke about Liam, my world shattered. It's been a nightmare to see what has happened, but I've tried to stay strong and focus on clearing things up." The speculation about Nowers' involvement in Payne's death was not confined to the legal domain. The media, which had long been obsessed with Payne's personal life and career, quickly zeroed in on the dynamics of his relationship with Nowers. Social media platforms were flooded with posts from fans who either supported or condemned Nowers, with many questioning whether he had been a positive influence on Payne during his troubled period. Some fans expressed disbelief that a close friend could have been involved in any way, while others pointed fingers, demanding answers. This virtual storm added an emotional layer to the already difficult situation, complicating Nowers' ability to process his grief and defend his innocence at the same time. In his public comments, Nowers was quick to defend his character, emphasizing that he had never acted with any malintent toward Payne. "I would never hurt Liam," Nowers said. "To even think that I could hurt him, it's incomprehensible to me. I know the charges are serious, and I'm taking them very seriously, but there's no way to explain how deeply this is affecting me. I've lost someone I loved dearly, and to be accused of something like this, it's been devastating." Amid the legal and emotional turmoil, Nowers also addressed the broader context of mental health, which had been a central theme in Payne's life for years. The singer had been open about his struggles with anxiety, depression, and the pressures of fame, issues that had reportedly affected both his career and personal relationships. Nowers acknowledged that Payne had been dealing with significant emotional pain, and while he had tried to support him in his darkest moments, he felt powerless to help him overcome the weight of his inner turmoil. "I tried to be there for him," Nowers explained. "But at times, he was so closed off, it was hard to reach him. People don't understand how difficult it is to help someone who doesn't want to be helped. I don't blame him. He fought his battles in his own way, and I respected that. But in the end, it wasn't enough." The tragic nature of Payne's death had sparked a wider conversation about the importance of mental health awareness, particularly within the entertainment industry. As the case against Nowers continued to unfold, many began to focus on the broader issues at play, including the pressures faced by celebrities and the lack of adequate mental health support in the public eye. Nowers himself expressed his hope that the situation would lead to more conversations about the need for better mental health care, especially for those in the spotlight. "I think Liam's passing has opened a lot of eyes," he said. "I just hope that it helps others who are going through similar struggles and that we, as a society, can start doing more to support people who are in pain. No one should have to go through what Liam went through." While the legal proceedings continued, Nowers remained resolute in his innocence, yet the emotional toll of the situation was undeniable. He found himself caught between defending his name and mourning the loss of a friend he had loved like family. The charge of negligent homicide, he believed, stemmed from a tragic set of circumstances and not from any intentional wrongdoing on his part. Still, the emotional weight of the situation remained with him, and he admitted that he had not fully processed his grief. "This whole situation has left me in a state of disbelief," Nowers said. "I don't know if I'll ever come to terms with it. It feels like I'm trapped in this nightmare."